There is one boundlessness, and all is already that. When you see a tree, a bird, a person, or a wall, you are only seeing that which has no limits. It only appears that there are others. There is only one boundless energy that all is and isn't. Welcome to Letting Go and the Greatest Secret, where we explore the end of your suffering and the beginning of lasting happiness. I'm Hale Dwoskin. Normally, a featured guest joins me for a conversation to share insights into living a life of deep joy and unshakable peace. Every now and then, it's just you and me, and today is one of those episodes. We live as though we are isolated and separate. That actually is our living experience. However, if you examine it, you'll discover that that isn't exactly true. It can be revealed to no one that there is no separation, no isolation. This sense of separation and isolation is only an appearance. It's only what's apparently happening. It isn't actual. One way of describing this is using an analogy of the ocean. The ocean is just one ocean. It's actually just water. And on the ocean appears waves, appears the sense of distance, the sense of storms. There's all sorts of activity on the surface of the ocean. Yet all of it is just ocean. It's just what's apparently happening. And just like with the ocean, life is made up of this one boundless energy that appears as you and me, this and that, here and there. Those are all just appearances. This one energy is all light, all love, all beingness. And those words don't do it justice. There is only this that's apparently happening, which is already all. So when you see any object, you're actually just seeing boundlessness. And also this sense of a me that's separate from everything else. Even that is boundlessness too. There is no me and no other. There is only this that's apparently happening. And this is something that I highly recommend you stay open to, at least as much as possible, even though there's no you to stay open to it. But just opening to this, or even though this, I'm sure at the moment, may be only conceptual, there's something that resonates with this message, that something is beyond the sense of you and me. And that will shine through more and more as the sense of me disappears, until there is only that which already is, that which appears to be separate, yet isn't, that which is already boundless. So let's explore that together. There is only what's apparently happening. In just being open to that, at least as a possibility, the mind often quiets. What is just is. There is beingness. And so let's explore the boundlessness that is already. And we can explore this by doing this simple process that is very powerful. What we'll be doing is looking to see if we can actually find a boundary. You can experience the absence of boundaries directly. And so let's do it. In this moment, allow yourself to just focus on your body. And check to see if your body is actually as bound as it appears. The body may appear to have a boundary, but is it real? Do you end at your skin? So see if you can actually find where you end and your body begins, or where your body ends and you begin. Is there even a you there? And then can you check to see if you can find where the body ends and the world begins? Is there actually a boundary between your body and the world? Or is there just one boundlessness that we call the world? And then allow yourself to focus on any other object. It doesn't matter what it is. And could you just see if you can get a sense of how that object isn't as bound as it appears? What if it only appears to be bound, yet it is already that one boundless energy that all is? Again, focus on any other object and just ponder this again. Does that object actually have a boundary except in appearance? Is it possible that whatever you're looking at is already the one boundless energy? And also allow yourself to look at your thoughts. Now, they're probably not your thoughts, they're just thoughts. However, when we focus on thoughts, there is always space in between them, or silence in between them. So check to see if you can actually find where the thought ends and the silence begins, or where the silence ends and the thought begins. And then just focus on any sound. It doesn't matter what it is. Now, sounds appear to be the object of sound. For instance, my bird singing in the background. Yet, is there actually a boundary between that sound and the silence? Is there a boundary between the sounds in the environment that you're in and the silence in which they appear? What if there is only one song, one hearing, and both silence and sound is included in that? And then just focus on feeling. Start by just the sensations in your body. And check to see if you can find where the sensations end and the rest of your body begins. There are parts of your body always that are sensation free. Yet we focus only on the sensations and we miss that. But check to see if you can find a boundary between where your sensations ends and the rest of the body begins, or where the rest of the body ends and the sensations begin. Is it possible that the energy in your body is the same boundless energy that all is, including sensations? And what if the same thing is true about emotions? What if emotions are just energy in motion, just part of that one energy? And just like feelings, well, feelings are emotions, and just like thoughts, they don't actually belong to a you. They are just part of the one energy that all is. And see if you can find where any feeling or emotion ends and just pure energy begins. Or where pure energy ends and that apparent emotion begins. Is there actually a boundary? And what if all labels are just labeling something that's appearing in and as the one boundless energy that all is? Is there actually a boundary between what appears to be you and this one boundless energy? Or is that merely an appearance? It's not actual. And the one boundary that appears most for us is the sense of me and other than me. That boundary, though, is artificial, is merely an appearance. What if that sense of me is not as solid as it appears? What if everything and nothing includes what you see as you? Can you actually find where you end and other begins? Or where other ends and you begin? Or is it possible that there is just one boundless energy, that all is already? One light, one love. One everything and nothing. One boundlessness. And all is already that. And could you just be open to all this as a possibility? I would highly recommend that you come back to this exploration a few times and see where it leads you. As it is seen that there is this one boundless energy, many apparent boundaries and limitations will start to dissolve. There still will be a functioning that it will appear to be a separate you. But there is a possibility for all boundaries to disappear, leaving just what is as it is, at least apparently. So thank you for listening and or watching. Thank you so much for just your being open to the messages that have been coming to you through this podcast. I hope you enjoyed our time together. We'll do special ones like this every now and then. And of course, we'll be having plenty of featured guests to share their wisdom and insights with you. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe so you have immediate access to future episodes. Please give us a 5-star rating and share it with the people you care about. These episodes are dedicated to sharing the eternal teachings from the greatest secret and the power of letting go. If you'd like to learn more about my work, my mentors, Lester Levinson's work, and the Sedona Method, please visit www.sedona.com. As you explore our site, you'll learn the key to lasting happiness, success, peace, and emotional well-being. We have books, courses, events, and plenty of free material to explore. Again, go to sedona.com. That's sedona.com. Thank you for being here, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Letting Go and the Greatest Secret.